another day. This will be, I think, game 9, I believe, of my rookie season for Madden 21. Face of the franchise. Here we go. And we are in the midst of the game. I forgot to fire up the stream, so we're about, I think, half a quarter out of first. No big deal, though. And I clicked the wrong one. Supposed to do face of the franchise. What did I do? Franchise? I did the KO Superstar. Here we go. Okay, we didn't miss any of it. It backtracked us. That's cool. I was like a minute or 2 minutes into the thing, but
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
ATL. Let's get laid down. Weekly game. Your offense will have a boost when playing. Your defense will have a boost when coming cover 3 plays.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
I thought he was going to sack me, too.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
throws. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
I agree.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That's right.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Hold on, let me check this real quick. Give me 1 sec. This one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Los Angeles versus the Buffaloes.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
I really like how they show all that shit at the bottom.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let me join this party real quick. You got me?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back.
Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
And trying to forget about that pick six last time out. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a first-round pick in 2018. And he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a fourth-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Ryan, the throw left side, complete to Treadwell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
Oh, they just gave
so
you
the big
guns?
trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He would have caught that, but I knocked the shit out of him when he dropped it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Raiders 14, Falcons 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists.
Damn, Cowboys are whooping the fuck out of Washington.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. A tough challenge here in this one.
I like how it shows the shit on the bottom like a real fucking
that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
I needed a new football game. The last football game I got is 2016.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. Second down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And I got
a gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
The upgraded version of this for $29.
It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This one
I got everything, all the unlockers or whatever they give you for the shit. I don't ever do any of that. Oh, look at that switch and move, boy. Look at.
Ooh, he's running. He's running.
And he
look at me go,
score.
boy.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs.
God damn.
Touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Yeah.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front.
Well, if you don't control him, he'll automatically do its thing.
He's found his way
you
through
have
for
the
2
choice.
touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went
I just
right
choose
up
to
to
do
the
it
O-line
because that's
and
the whole
hit
point
each
of
of them on the
playing the
helmet.
game.
He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do?
I love
If
the
this
way the
continues,
characters move
take
so
them all to
fluid
dinner.
and fast.
Carlson on for the PAT.
It ain't slow and just, ugh. Yeah.
And it's 21-3.
His kick is
The
good.
drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown,
See, I was gonna
ready
buy
to
the
kick
new
it away
NBA.
is Carlson.
But after hearing the reviews of it and shit,
Taking
everybody's
about
coming
7
back
yards
from
deep.
PS5
And this
to
will not be
PS4
brought
because
out.
it's
It's a
better.
touchback.
At their own 20.
PS5 is not
Prepped and
what it
ready
was.
for its next possession.
It was
And
hyped
tough to
up
win
to be.
games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time.
I think it was
Now they'll
just
be
like
looking for a touchdown.
they added
Look
more
for the big
memory to
chunk
it.
now, because
They called it a
as you noted,
PS5.
the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to
after this,
stop it,
yeah.
you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Are y'all seeing this shit,
And he
dude?
takes this one back into the end zone.
They just keep
Raider
throwing
defense
interceptions, and I'm
delivers a
snatching that
score.
shit from the air. Yow! Give me that shit, motherfucker.
Partner,
Do
what we
not.
just
This
saw,
is a no-fly
that's a
zone
great
here.
example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well.
This
yet
may
they
be
didn't
your
get
fucking stadium, but this
overexcited
is our
and have
fucking
a
house.
bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one
Fuck
may be
ATL.
over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Carlson now to add the extra point.
What?
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception,
Lose
navigating
everything.
his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
Yeah, it
as
doesn't
this
sound
one's in the
very
air.
entertaining like I thought it was going to be.
Taken
Like a
about
survival
7
game.
yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things
sounds
in,
like,
and now you're
what
not
is
going to
it
play
called?
loose enough to give your
You
team
get
a chance
dropped
to
out of the
score.
helicopter
But you still
or
have to be
plane.
careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary
That's what
on that
it
last
is.
possession, though.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow,
they have
going
an
through
AK. They are
defenders,
close to
using
Russia.
guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys
Russia.
trying to get to the football.
Yeah, I'm stomping. I'm stomping
So
these
not
fucking
quite
guys.
a first down
28
just
to
yet
3.
as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gurley again here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
$13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Damn, I tried to knock it out.
Reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull
Get him, get him, get him.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
When you throw it as often as Matt Ryan does, you're going to face some pressure, and he tied for the most sacks last year with 48 as he got sacked there again, but he also led the league in completions. A little bit of feast and famine when Matt Ryan goes back into the pocket.
Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
I'll take that first
pretty
down.
much
Thank you, sir.
not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Let's shoot one to the moon. They ain't expecting that. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there. So, Charles, here we are. Calendars turn to November. And if you think about great performances that we have seen from this rookie class, look, this young quarterback, he's got to be right near the top of the list.
Come on.
I would agree with that. And
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
64-yard touchdown.
Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
That was a beautiful fucking play.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Perfect.
Here's Oliver. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. Oh, back him up, boys.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Yeah, you can showboat and all that
That's a
shit.
really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A reminder, once we hit
guess I'm
halftime,
gonna
as
have
we
to
do all
raise the
season, we'll send
difficulty
it
to
down
all
to Jonathan
Madden, I guess.
Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's 35 to 3.
Passing game not in sync here early.
And we're just
it's
now in the
4th
second.
down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Hoffrichter now.
They
the
were
punter,
coming out
as he
strong,
sends
then
this
it's
one
like,
away.
I don't know.
Oh, the return is Jones. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys
he dropped it.
Sense of where they are in a ball game and how
Get
many
the
yards they've
fuck off my
accumulated,
field.
because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Fucker had
Ball on the
Butterfingers.
30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Raiders.
A nice completion there for the rookie. Now, Charles, leading up to this game, he was very direct with the media during the week. He basically said, hey, lean on me. I can carry this
Damn,
team.
I threw that
Smart
a little
move,
too
or
early,
does that just
and I
put an
got lucky.
unnecessary target on his back?
Well, I started grinning as you were talking to me and remembering what he had said about, hey, I can carry this team. And most of the time you don't want to hear that from a rookie. But when he's your quarterback and you're gearing up at this stage of the season, it's actually nice within the locker room to hear that kind of confidence, to know that he's ready to take on that challenge and pick up the ball and lead this team.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with a little East versus West in the AFC. And it's the LA Chargers heading east to take on Buffalo. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. A.J. Brown,
I almost
2
thought
touchdown
about playing
catches
in
on the afternoon.
non-auto aim room.
Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided
just because then
to this point.
people driving
the
by
couldn't
just fucking
Let's get
auto
it back
aim
to our
on you and shoot
commentating
you
team
up.
Brandon
You'd
Gotton
have a chance.
and Charles Davis.
That auto aim helps these people so much. It don't help. I mean, it helps. It makes everything even at that point. You know what I mean? But not even.
All right, Coach, thank you.
I feel like if we had to
for quarter number 3.
shoot, but then again, how is people going to be over? Is there going to be a lot more sniping going on? How's that? You know what I'm
saying? The
saying?
second half is now underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
That's fine.
Getting a couple extra yards here for his
I know how to do
bringing
the
it out of the
three-round
end zone
burst.
as he's down at the 27.
And it's going to make the wars last a
here are
little
the
bit
Raiders
longer,
now
too.
to
You're
take
not going to
over.
just get the
They
kill
were
and move
losers
on.
to Kansas City a week ago, but they are
You're
out
going
in
to go through a
front
lot
right
more
now.
ammunition, you know what I mean? Just laying fire down. But see, then I could lay fire down, and then you could run up on them, you know what I'm saying? That's when that shit actually works. Because it's not like he can just lock onto you and fucking, that's it. No, he's going to have to work on that shit while getting shot at, while having another guy run up on him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
What's his rank?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here.
Yeah.
Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed
said in that chat
just being torn
that
in
we got
shreds or being
posted, and he
erased
said,
off of the
dude,
Microsoft Surface
what do you
tablets
expect? It's
because
not
none of it
Midnight
is working.
Club,
They
it's
are really
GTA.
locked in on offense.
You know?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in.
Yeah, we got a lot of people that laughed, you know, was on our side about it.
They'll look to throw again. He's got the first down inside
the game
the 10.
is fucking, there's nothing to do on it. It's broken.
Raiders.
It's boring as fuck.
Tyrell Williams.
We're going to
His
entertain
6th
ourselves.
touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it
The
on.
way it is.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball
Let's
in,
see, I feel like the
secure
GT6,
and
they're
then,
going
of
to
course,
fuck it up
the
so
run
bad.
after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Because that's what the games, have been doing lately, it seems like.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
They're begging people to come back, and they will give you free
Here's
horses,
Oliver.
free guns, free everything.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
I've got the game.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working,
and I still feel like I got robbed.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It'd be on PlayStation Network.
From the shotgun,
cheaper.
Ryan.
God damn it, I missed him.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get
The way
it
this
down, but
GameStop
not before he
shit's
takes
going,
it
dude, it
across
sounds
the
like the
40-yard
gaming
line.
industry's about to just fall flat on the
Maybe this
pass, so
offense
we'll get
has learned something
almost
from
free
watching their
shit.
counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said,
That's why the
let's do
games
what
have been so
they've
cheap.
doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly
Like I
good.
bought NBA 2K20 for $4.99
Crosby, the one who brought him down.
And plays like
when
that
I bought
really
it.
hurt play calling.
That's the only
they had
reason
really
I bought
nice
it.
gain on the previous play,
But
but
now-
gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Yeah, our GameStop here is fucking very tidy.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
So we really have wood. Where I live is just it's hardly
Another
anything
try after the
there.
first down sack.
I mean, we just recently got our In and Out
complete.
burger. We're just now getting the
It's a pickup of
KFC.
12, and that'll set
That's
up
how
the
far
third
we're.
down.
A gain of 12.
It's garbage.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
No, dude, they don't even.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by
Yeah.
Hurst. And
It's
he's gonna
garbage.
have a Falcons
They don't even
first
have a
down as
fucking
they're able
menu,
to get
dude.
the third
Their
down
menu
conversion.
consists of a
10 yards
sandwich,
there and a
a
first
sandwich
down
with
for the
fries,
Falcons.
a sandwich, fries, and
That was a
drink,
route run,
and
not
that's
just with
fucking it,
dexterity,
brother.
but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the
Like,
quarterback saw it.
When I go
was
back
able
to
make the sure
Eureka,
catch,
I will
took the
pull
down
over
marker
and take a
back to
picture
one.
of that fucking their thing and show you.
On first down, it's Gurley.
Yeah.
And he's going to get this one down.
The
near
line is like 2
45-yard
hours
line.
long to get in.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
Again, they
Sounds
run
good
with
though.
Gurley. Call it a gain of 5
it black
that time,
on?
and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to
it's
get
fire.
him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know what's exciting about that? The defensive front. They got
Texas
just spin
food
their
is
ears back and get after him now.
fire.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. The Raider defense
I would like to
strong
go
on that
to
one in
the
coverage, and now it's
Texas
4th.
He's
barbecue
had trouble
thing
finding
they
open
have
receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in
I
the
like
league, and every
Cajun,
time I
too.
talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Wow. Food heaven.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in
Yeah,
the
they
first
take
half,
pride in
been
their
good so
food.
far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set
I've
the
never
world on
had it.
fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road.
Damn.
Making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Threw off in the back foot. Fucked it all up.
A play action fake. They'll look to
God
throw.
damn it.
Rush coming,
I just
and
got
he's
sacked.
taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I wasn't doing much passing. I was more running
Now
than
this will probably be the last play
because I
of
was
the
getting
quarter.
more success.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's who I'm probably going to play with next.
Left side. And he's out of bounds,
because I can throw as the quarterback anyway, so it doesn't
end up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's $29 for everything.
So now
I don't know what everything is, though. I haven't figured that
inside
part
the 30
out
now, 1st and 10.
I'm guessing it's for...
And he'll
Yeah,
take it
that's what
into
I was
the end
thinking.
zone for a
Which I don't
Raiders
get into that.
touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the silver and black continue to roll.
That's not cheating. That's the name of the game.
He has really settled in
Some
throwing the
people just
football, and that touchdown here in the
work it
fourth
more.
quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie,
Now,
but
pay,
he's playing like
now that's
fourth
wrong.
quarter, and
The
the
pay to
QB
play.
is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having
paid.
fun.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Oliver. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well, if he's doing all that, then he's really not at the top of the third.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
That's weird.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll look to throw right away. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw that's
getting
taken in
smaller.
out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I wouldn't say that thing's ever going to be small.
From the gun, Ryan. And Jones
But
hands
what
it
brought
over
a lot
the
of
middle.
people back was these glitches.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag
I'm glad
routes,
I got what I
you're able
had.
to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, I
And it's
I thought the
incomplete.
Cairo
Took a
was
shot,
gonna
couldn't
be-
connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
yeah.
Throwing again, Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell.
That's good.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Again, Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yeah, we cleared out 2 lobbies the other night.
2nd and 10 now.
2 of us.
Ryan. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know how to do the
Falcons on
glitch.
3rd down.
It's not a
They've
glitch.
converted just 2 for 6 thus far.
Like, you
This
bring
is
up your
3rd and
sniper
10.
rifle and then you go straight
To
to,
throw again is Ryan. Got his
yeah,
man complete
and
over
you
the
can
middle.
literally
It's
snipe with
Jones.
an RPG.
And a good tackle there right around
It's
the
fucking
30.
retarded.
Stops him short of the 1st
I was doing
down.
it last night off
So
of
much
top of the
about
building. I was
offense is
using
what
it
we
like a
call hidden
sniper rifle.
yardage.
and
You
nailed
know,
it.
you throw the ball
I've
to
gotten
someone,
really
they
good with that
catch
fucking
it,
sniper
and then they
rifle.
can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting
had
that
to.
and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his
'Cause
tracks.
that's everything. Everybody wants to just snipe. I
They'll
hate
try the field
snipe. I
goal
like
now
running
with
and
Graham
gunning.
Gano. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely
I mean, sniping
perfect.
is fun, but
And they'll get back
only
three,
when
but
you're
this
on the
remains
winning
a
side of
large
it.
deficit.
Raiders 49.
You're not on the winning
Grand
side,
scheme
it
of
can be
things, those 3
fucking
points
more like
likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable.
And once you get
and that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing
you
up
just
the
start
final score.
losing.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
30-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he almost intercepted him. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Back to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And it's not nothing like that, is it? Is it worth even downloading?
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. This complete left side to Aguilar. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Oliver. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider another sack. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Today's
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Why is it advancing? What the fuck? Oh, so I only get to play a certain amount of games. Because I'm a rookie. Okay. So I'm not the starter yet. Okay, that's all I can do, I'm guessing. Turf tape.